Hey guys, good evening and thanks for joining. So before starting the class, I want to clarify a couple of questions with you. How many people are registered Sophos EDR? How many people are registered with Sophos EDR?
Myself,
I
sir.
can see only Kranti. Yeah. Other than that,
I'm also.
Myself.
Maheshwari,
I also registered.
Mahesh
But I'm
Babu.
also registered.
Okay, perfect. Any other?
Myself.
Okay, Naeem Pasha.
As you told that before 10 days you explained the Sophos EDR tool, no, sir. At that time I registered.
Hmm. Okay, you registered already. Avinash.
Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, coming back. So today agenda for the total class is EDR, Endpoint Detection Response Tool. Only for EDR tool itself, we have a lot of vacancies are available in the market. After this class, you can go and you can check in the naukri.com as well, or maybe in the LinkedIn, or maybe in the Indeed.com or timeshops.com or monster.com. We have so many vacancies are there for the dedicated to endpoint detection response. That may be on the Microsoft Defender or maybe CrowdStrike or Carbon Block or Sentinel One. So if you know at least one tool, that is more than sufficient. In the class, I will go and I will show Sophos EDR as a primary tool. Secondary tool, if time permits, in January month, I will show Carbon Block as well. Okay. Even Defender, so many tools are there. So as I said yesterday, Sophos EDR and Microsoft Defender, these two tools completely, it will accept even your personal email ID as well. But coming back, Carbon Block on CrowdStrike, it will accept only your professional email ID. Nothing but if you are working in any organization, you have to use those email IDs to register Carbon Block on CrowdStrike. Okay. Before starting Sophos EDR tool, so first I will go and I will check in Sophos EDR tool, what are the different types of product it is supporting. So I went to Google, just I'm clicking on the Sophos website. After giving a Sophos query in the Google search button, just click on the Sophos cybersecurity or sophos.com. If I'm clicking on the sophos.com, you can see there are several products are there. There are several products are there. For first product categorization is endpoint. Second product is network. Third one is email and cloud related. Fourth one is SOC. Fifth one is small business oriented and home business oriented. So these are all the products. Even cloud also they have. So these are all the different types of products is supporting by Sophos company, along with Fortinet and also McAfee, Trend Micro, even Sophos also they entered into almost all the fields. Example, you can see under endpoint security, they have Sophos EDR, they have Sophos workload protection. It's a part of cloud. Sophos mobile protection. Couple of companies, they will provide even mobile also. Not your personal mobile, company mobile. So Sophos encryption, disk encryption, this one. And network level, our network security side, we have Sophos firewall, Sophos wireless monitoring part, Sophos switches they have, and they don't have Sophos routers, and Sophos zero trust network. This is called a ZTNA, zero trust network access. On the email side, we have Sophos email or phishing email or email gateway, and Sophos fish threat analysis tool, another tool they have. So cloud native security, that is once again to monitor the cloud security, cloud instances or cloud services. Next to cloud workload protection, nothing but service monitoring in the cloud part. That is on the email side. On the security operations side, they have Sophos MDR. It's a manager detection and response. XDR. XDR means extended detection response. MDR, it will act as a SOC tool. And XDR, it will act as a combination of EDR, NDR, and MDR. Extended, meaning here, not only just on the endpoint level or network level or cyber security level. So it has even in the cloud also. XDR is a combination of EDR, NDR, MDR, and so on. Okay. XDR is more features as compared to EDR, NDR, and MDR. MDR is like a SIM tool, and XDR is more than that. Okay. EDR on the dedicated endpoint detection response. I will take one class on this EDR, MDR, XDR, and so on. Okay. So even they have Sophos factory. It's one of the dedicated to cybersecurity SOC operations side. These are all the products are supporting by Sophos company. In the similar way, we have other companies also like a McAfee and Carbon Block. We have Symantec, Trend Micro, and so on. So that is about overall Sophos company and what are the different types of products or tools they are developing and they are selling to all over the worldwide. So far, any questions you have? It's a company introduction I'm giving. It's a company introduction and whatever tools they are selling and also whatever tools they are developing. They have endpoint level tools they have, network level tools they have, email and cloud based tools they have, cybersecurity SOC operations tools they have. They are missing in the application security side, product security side, vulnerability management side. So that is about overall Sophos introduction part. Okay. Coming back now. So as I said yesterday in the class, so this login, whatever I provided, this is sophoscentral.com. Sophos Central. When you say Sophos Central, it is not about only single tool. Central. Central meaning here, more than one tool. More than one tool is called central. From a single console or single unified console or management URL, we can manage multiple tools. What is meant by that one? Example, in our organization level, we purchased EDR tool that is related to antivirus or EDR malware category of the attacks prevention or detection. We purchased Sophos firewall. We purchased Sophos email gateway, and also we purchased Sophos MDR as a SOC tool. I'm repeating once again. In our organization level, endpoint level, nothing but malware detection and prevention mechanism, we purchased EDR. On the network security side, we purchased Sophos firewall, next generation firewall. On the phishing email side, we purchased Sophos email gateway. Okay. On the cybersecurity SOC operation side, we purchased Sophos MDR tool. Nothing but total we purchased 4 tools. If you want to monitor all those 4 tools in a single console, that is called sophoscentral.com or central.sophos.com. Okay. If you want to monitor EDR tool, firewall tool, or Sophos email gateway or Sophos MDR, so in a single console, that is called central.sophos.com. There is no need to go to the each and every tool and we have to provide the username and password. Okay. So that is about called Sophos Central. So whatever you registered, it is not like a just only Sophos EDR tool. You can see here, before our call has started, our meeting has started, I logged into this particular tool. It is providing endpoint security protection as a free trial, server protection, email security gateway, device protection, firewall management as a firewall, cloud optics. Sophos Central, it is supporting these many tools. Sophos Central is supporting these many tools. One is EDR, endpoint protection, server protection dedicated to server. Okay. Email security, phishing email analysis, like email gateway. We discussed about what are the different email gateway we discussed in the class. What are the different email gateway solutions we discussed? What a phishing email attack? What are the tools are available on the email gateway side? On the email security or email gateway side, what are the different types of tools are available in the market? Am I audible?
Yes, yes, you're audible.
Email security example, I told you already, Cisco Ironport, Proofpoint. Okay. Next one is Sophos email gateway. Next one is Mimecast. All these are email gateways. You have to remember the tool names as well. Whenever you are getting a call, example, They are expecting, okay, Ironport or maybe Proofpoint or maybe Mimecast or maybe Sophos email security. So first you should understand what is meant by this one. That is nothing but phishing email analysis tools. Okay, wherever I discussed about the tools, you should develop at least minimum 4 tools for each and every solution. Endpoint security side 4 solutions, email gateway side 4 solutions, firewall side 4 solutions, proxy side 4 solutions, IDS IPS 4 solutions, even SIM tool also 4 tools, vulnerability management also 4 tools you have to remember. Is it clear or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect. Why I'm saying this one, whenever HR team or consulting company, they call you and if you have experience or not, maybe they called and they asked about, do you have experience in Proofpoint? You will say, I don't know. But they will say, do you have any experience in phishing email? You will say yes. That's why you should be aware of this, okay, tool name along with the which type of security solution they are providing. Please go and review all these tools as well. Okay, coming back, this is Sophos Central. It's a SaaS-based application. When you say SaaS-based application, software as a service, okay, whatever we are purchasing, for that one, we have to pay money. That is called licensing option. What is the EDR solution or endpoint security or endpoint protection licensing option? Licensing option for endpoint security
Based on number of users.
based on
Number
number
of
of
endpoints.
users or endpoints. That's right. Okay. According to that one, we have to purchase. So this is a cloud-based tool. Nowadays, most of the cases, EDR tools, whatever we are discussing, example, Carbon Block, CrowdStrike, Sophos, Microsoft Symantec, Trend Micro, McAfee, okay, eVast, okay, Kaspersky. Okay, so every tool, they are working as a cloud-based solutions only. Nothing but SaaS-based applications only. There is no need to purchase any dedicated hardware and we have to deploy in the on-premise. For that one, once again, respective implementation team has to come to the our on-site or on-premise, or maybe even when you say on-site or on-premise, office location. But you are purchasing this one as a cloud-based solution or SaaS-based application as solution, there is no need to come. Directly, they will give the licensing. We have to go and we have to deploy. Okay. So coming back on this one, whatever I'm sharing right now, this one is not only dedicated to EDR. In case in our organization level, if I purchased Sophos tools for EDR, email security, firewall management, cloud monitoring, device encryption, server protection, I will use sophoscentral.com, central.sophos.com. That is nothing but cloud.sophos.com. So in the today class, we are not discussing about all these tools. We are discussing endpoint protection and server protection related to EDR. When you say EDR, it has a lot of features it will do. One is antivirus scanning or malware scanning. Second one is IDS IPS capability related to host, not network. Host IDS, host IPS. Third one is DLP, data loss or data leak prevention. Okay. Encryption it will not do. EDR tool doesn't support EDR. I mean encryption. Nothing but diskette encryption or disk encryption. So even we can see file integrity monitoring also. So except disk encryption or device encryption, EDR tool will support everything. What are the different features it will support? Antivirus or malware scanning mechanism. Second one is HIDS, HIPS capability. Third one is DLP. Fourth one is file integrity monitoring. So Sophos has a device encryption also, but you have to pay additional licensing option. Sophos encryption. This is data at rest or data at transit?
Data at
Anyone?
rest.
Yes, data at rest. So data at transit meaning SSL or TLS communication, HTTPS. Okay, coming back now tool wise. So in the dashboard, as a your endpoint security role, you are selecting, for example, CrowdStrike or Carbon Block or maybe Sophos EDR tool or Microsoft Defender, especially for TCS company. most of the vacancies related to Microsoft Defender, or maybe example Sentinel-1, or Cisco AMP, or Symantec EDR, McAfee EDR, Trend Micro EDR. What is your role? Your role is belongs to only just alerts, just receiving the alert notification and doing the instant analysis or forensic analysis. What is your role in the EDR tool or endpoint security or endpoint protection? So whatever alerts we are received, we have to make sure that we have to take care of the instant investigation or forensic investigation on the endpoint side. Okay. So that is what, but implementation is different. Implementation is different. I will explain that implementation level also. What exactly as a L1, L2, L3 of endpoint security you will take care, or implementation you will take care. So you are a part of L1, L2, L3 of EDR solution. In that scenario, what is your exact role? Dashboard tab you have to monitor, alerts tab you have to monitor, threat analysis tool we have to monitor. Next one is devices tab you have to monitor. Only 4 tabs. If are part of L1, L2, L3 operations of EDR tool, what are the different types of tabs you have to monitor? One is dashboard, one is alerts, one is threat analysis center. Okay, last one is devices tab. That's all. Okay, but you are a part of implementation guy. You are a part of EDR implementation guy. Even you have to take care of everything, all these tabs, all these tabs. So we'll go and we can discuss one by one now. What is the importance of each and every tab along with the explanation now. Okay. So before going to these dashboards, just you can go and you can see, account details. Account details meaning here, so which organization you are selected and who is your client. Client will give the access to your EDR tool. So in the profile, you can see your client name, along with you can see address, your phone number, and also you can see, so where is the tool is located. All this information you can see. Okay, so that is about your profile. I mean, your profile of the company and what are tools you have. Even you can see super admin. So whatever access you are putting, there, as I said, role-based access control. When you say role-based access control, you are a part of L1, they will not give super admin. If you are a part of L1 or L2, they will not give super admin. Either they will give read or write, or maybe read and write. Okay. Or maybe they will give admin or super admin. So these are the couple of roles. I will show you that one also, part of users, people. If I'm going to people, okay, now you can see these are the users. Example, I am part of TCS company. I am a EDR manager, not SOC. Forget about SOC now. I'm discussing dedicated to EDR solution only, antivirus solution. Okay, so I am part of EDR manager. Okay, so I'm supporting for one of the Bank of America related. Okay, so operations. In that scenario, so after taking the interview and finally I recruited you in my team as a L1 team or as a L2 team member or as a L3 team member. After that, I have to give the profile to you. Nothing but I have to give role to you and tool access to you. In that scenario, what I will do, I will give add user, and I will give example Suresh, email address example suresh.k@tcs.com, user role. You can see these are all the different types of user roles are there in the part of Sophos EDR tool. Inter question. What are the different types of Sophos EDR roles we can configure? You are a part of implementation, they will ask all these. We are not doing now monitoring, we are doing the implementation now. One is user, one is super admin, one is admin, help desk and read only. So what are the different types of Sophos EDR tools we have? One is user, one is admin, one is super admin, So next one, help desk. Okay, next one is
Read only, sir.
yeah, read only. So these are all the roles. Are there a part of Sophos EDR? You are going for interview, they will expect all these type of interview questions. In the Sophos EDR, what are the different types of roles we can configure? For L1, L2, L3, we will not give all these access, admin or super admin access. Either we can give read-only access or user access only. Okay. So hope you understood what is my role-based access control. Coming back now. So example is a part of L1. I will give user access to him. So exchange login meaning here. So in the Active Directory, we can create one of the username that is called exchange login. Okay, so I'm not creating anything now. So now I can give save button. So now it's created suresh.k@tcs.com. Now one of the mail will go from Sophos Central to or Sophos EDR to suresh.com. Now suresh.k person, what he has to do? He has to do the activation. Now he can access the Sophos EDR tool for Bank of America location. This is the way how it will work. For providing the access to any of the tool, it is not a joke. We have to take the approval, manager approval we have to take. We have to take the approval of client, whoever you are supporting. Okay, that approval also it will take approximate 1 week to 2 weeks. Okay, to get any tool access, minimum it will take 2 weeks. Okay, so this is the way how we can create whenever any person is onboarding in a company. This is not only applicable to our ADR tool, this is applicable to DevOps team, application developer, product development team, okay, DevOps team, or TechOps team, or machine learning team. This is common for any team. Example, one of the Windows server, one of the Linux server, we want to give the access to him. Just like that, we can go and we cannot give the access. First, we have to put the approval in the ServiceNow ticketing tool. And after that, manager has to approve. After that, client has to approve. Once approval is taken place, then only we can go and we can create the access to him. And also what level of the access is required according to the role we have to provide. So that is called user. Once you are creating this role, now whoever is logged in, they can go and they can see account details. Okay. That is about how to onboard a new person or giving access to the any tool. This is not only just ADR, this is common for firewall, this is common for SIM tool, this is common for proxy or IDS IPS and so on. Not only our security related tool access, this is applicable to even other team members as well. So that is called user management. Okay. Now groups. Group meaning here. So if Suresh, Ramesh, Mahesh are all belongs to L1 team, then I can create a one group. Example, add a group. Group name is L1 team, L1 support team, L1 support team of EDR. So I will select Suresh. If it L1 team other members also there, I will put another members also. So I selected L1 support team of EDR and I selected Suresh. So Suresh and save. Now is a part of L1 support EDR team. In this similar way, L2 EDR support team. So example, I selected my name and I selected here save. Now L3 support EDR team. So once again I will select my name and I will give save button. This is the how we can create the group. L1 team, L2 team, L3 team, implementation team also, like a super admin. Okay. This is called role-based access control. Okay. So once you are creating the role and your activation click. So as I said, once the user is created here, automatically user will receive one of the activation link. User has to go and he has to check his email ID related to tcs.com. So TCS mail ID, he will get the email link. you have to activate the email link. Okay. So now you can go and you can see what is the role access. Why I'm giving in-depth analysis of all these roles also, even the 2 years of experience people they have, yesterday they are calling me and they are asking, sir, could you please go and tell me what is the access I have? They are not able to see what is the access they have, even though they are working from past 2 years. Even though from past 2 years, they are getting 17 to 80 lakhs per annum. And yesterday they called me and they shared one of the WhatsApp, in the WhatsApp, one of the screenshot. Sir, could you please tell me what is the access, the level of the access I have? That means even they are not able to logical thinking of what level of the access they have. If I'm going and if I'm checking in the WhatsApp group, it is showing as admin. Okay, you should be aware of all these things, guys. Most of the organizations, okay, so these access who will provide, either they will provide client or they'll provide L3 team or implementation team, they'll provide. L1 team, L2 team, not even L3 team doesn't have the providing tool access to other team members. Because couple of cases, client will provide the access. Couple of cases, client will provide the access. Okay, what is mean by this one? Example, as I said, you are part of Wipro company or TCS company, and your client is Bank of America. In that scenario, so even TCS company of L1 team, L2 team, and L3 team doesn't have the admin access to provide the user access to whenever any new person is onboarding in a company or team. So this is called creating the user and creating the groups. So that is about overall people dashboard. Okay, in the people dashboard, what we can see, user names along with role defined. What level of access they have, username, who are all the access to the tool, who are all have the access to the tool, and also role. How many users have the access to the tool, and also along with the role, what level of the access they have. So that is called people. Okay. So that is about people tab. Any doubt in the people tab? This is also called as a couple of places users tab. So if I want to compare this one with the FortiGate firewall demo, whenever you are doing something, just compare with other tools also, so that you can easily remember. Mapping. Now I'm opening firewall, firewall, Fortinet firewall. So demo username, demo password. Click on login button. Let's go and see whether users tab is there or not. This is demo tool. Let's go and see. Users tab will be there in the Fortinet firewall. Yeah, you can see your administrators. Under system, you can see administrators. Or users and authentication tab is there, right? Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, users and authentication you can see here. So here user definition. It is buffering. Yeah. So here we have to create a name now. Example, you are selected for firewall vacancy in the Bank of America project itself, but you are taking a firewall related incident investigations. Now what I will do, I will give L1 access to you, L2 access to you, L3 access to you here. So here, because this demo tool and also it is read-only access, that's why I don't have add option. Add option will be there basically. So once you are creating L1 team members, name of the person, okay, and also L2 team, L3 team, and so on. Names, first we have to create the username. After that, we have to create the group here, which group he belongs to. Okay, so now this is applicable to every tool. That's what I am saying. This is applicable to even IBM QRadar also. In IBM QRadar, same we can call it a user management. In Sophos EDR tool, we can call it as a Okay, users, not users, sorry. In Sophos EDR, what we can call it as people. In Fortinet firewall, what we can call it users. In IBM QRadar also, we can call it users only. User management. Meaning here, providing the access to the different types of people and also creating the user groups and providing the access. What level of access is required. Okay. So that is about people tab. So next one, this help tab can be provided, knowledge base articles. And what is the new things are coming in Sophos EDR? Forget about now this one. I will log out. So I came back to Sophos EDR tool now. Product setup, create support case. Okay, in case if you want to create any support case with the vendor, so here we can give support key, create a support case. I click on the create a support case. It is taking Sophos central customer with one more paid for license. So unfortunately, we don't have license. This is a trial tool. So we cannot create any case. But if you want to go to support.central.com, I think support.sophos.com. Otherwise, Sophos support. These documents. If you need any support, whenever you are installing, okay, or if you have any queries, so then we have to give sign in. We have to click on sign in. Just I went to Google. So now you have to type here. So whatever username and password you provided at the time of you are putting or registering in the Sophos portal, my.sophos.com. Here, whatever single sign on you are providing, same thing it will work also. Let me go and check now. Otherwise, we have to register. Account does not exist because I did not purchase any tool from the respect to Sophos, and I did not register my license key as well as even my device number or Sophos tool license key. Okay, if you are registering, then only it will exist. So example, you purchased one mobile, you purchased one laptop. So at the time of registration, for warranty purpose, it will ask serial number of the either laptop or serial number of the mobile. So then only we can register this one. But anyway, what is the conclusion from this particular topic? If you want to raise any support case with the respective vendor, we have to click on, okay, so help button or create a support case. Okay, so example, one of the antivirus agent is sleeping. One of the antivirus agent state is showing unknown. One of the antivirus agent stating is showing as a inactive. You troubleshooted from your side, but unfortunately, still issue is existing. What you can do in that scenario? You can't do anything from your side because in the different perspective and different probabilities, you tried already from your side. Already we are paying a premium support to the vendor of the Sophos EDR tool. Why can't you go and raise a ticket with the vendor now? Okay. In that scenario, any implementation, troubleshooting, debugging related issues are there, even policy created related issues, or if you need any clarification from the EDR tool, then you have to raise a support case because we are already paying money. That is called premium support. And if you need any knowledge base articles, you have to click on nothing but Sophos, how we can deploy, how we can configure the policies and so on. This is called help button. Okay. So coming back now, so these two are over, these two tabs are over. Every tool in that way, each and every tab you should understand. Every tab, whatever we are, any tool they are assigning to you after onboarding, you should be aware of the each and every tool in-depth analysis wise. That is called learning. It's not like, okay, one incident has come to me and I have to complete my work. That's obviously your main priority or primary goal is you have to work on the instant investigation. Why can't you open your tool till you are get familiarization part? Maybe you can open weekend, you can see all these tabs validation till you are comfortable, as well as till you are getting confident on the tool. Okay, practice, 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 practice. Okay, coming back now, dashboard. Dashboard can be represented completely overall security posture of the organization. So what is the importance of dashboard? So dashboard can be provided security posture of the organization, and also it can provide the severity of the incidents information, number of instance information as well. Okay, so dashboard can be represented total alerts, total how many incidents are received. Out of these total alerts or incidents, high, medium, low. What is the different severity of the incidents now? High, medium, low. Type of alerts or incidents. Type of alerts or incidents. What are different type of alerts or incidents? One is high, one is medium, third one is low. So these are all the type of alerts. If are combined together of all these alerts, we can call it as total alerts. Example here 10, here 5, here 4. 10 plus 5 plus 4. So total 19. Total number of alerts is 19. Our main rule for any EDR support related vacancy, okay, main thing is whenever any alerts are coming or any incidents are coming, you have to work on all those incidents. That is EDR related vacancy. Forget about SIM. SIM we can discuss about later. What is we are trying to do now? We are working on dedicated to EDR vacancies. We are working on dedicated to EDR vacancy. EDR related, what are your job roles and responsibilities? First thing is, any alert is received in the dashboard, how many incidents are there, and go and create ticket in the ticketing tool. Example, one alert is there. Okay, maybe 10 alerts are there. How many high alerts are there? How many medium are there? How many low are there? As a part of L1 team, 4 members are there, 4 alerts are there. Each and every team member will assign one ticket to them. When you say alert, you have to go and you have to create ticketing to yourself. Which tool we have to use to go and create ticketing tool?
Service now.
ServiceNow. So example here, one of the ransomware attack is coming for 10.10.10.1 a high alert. Now you have to go to ServiceNow ticketing tool. Yesterday we have seen. Okay. So ServiceNow developer tool. Always you have to open the ticketing tool as well as ServiceNow ticketing tool also, both. Not this one, I think. లేకపోతే ఒక 2 minutes ఆగు నేను So yesterday we created one ticket, right? Same as it is. Whenever any alert will come, you have to log into your ServiceNow ticketing tool or any ticketing tool. Example, I'm giving ServiceNow. You have to log into here and you have to come back to our tool. Whatever alert we received, we have to go to create incident. So create incident and you have to type the, okay, so name a severity of the incident because it is showing as a high, not here, high, medium or low. So you have to select the urgency as a high example, impact also high, and type of incident. Once you are receiving the alert, in the alert, if you are clicking on this alert, then you'll come to know what is the alert name, whether it's a virus attack or worm attack or ransomware attack or logic bomb or Trojan or backdoor or maybe spyware or adware and so on. That name of the alert we have to give. Category is malware category, subcategory is example virus. And after that, type of the attack. So nothing but an attack description you have to provide. So once you are clicking on the alert notification, then you'll come to know triage, who is going to impact that victim related IP, username, computer name, whether it is server, and so on. All this information we have to gather. So unfortunately, it is demo tool. It is not showing anything. It is not showing anything. What you will do, I will attach one of the practical tool, whatever I have shown to existing online batch. I'm repeating once again. I think 14th batch or 13th batch, I have shown practical in my previous organization. Okay. So I have shown Sophos EDR tool itself. You can go and you can see the tool. I will upload this video as well as that video also. 2 videos I will upload. Is it clear or not?
Yeah,
Clear,
yes.
sir.
Yeah. In case you need practical session from your hand with already whoever is working in Wipro or TCS or Accenture or maybe any other company, as I said last night call also. So you can come either to Khammam district or either you can come to Hyderabad. 100% I can support you till you need any clarification. So if you need practically, okay. So whatever SAR is teaching in the class, it is not sufficient. I'm getting some confusion and I want to see practical session already for existing clients or customers. Then you can come anytime, anywhere. I can support you. Is it clear or not?
Yes, sir. Clear, sir. Thank you.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, every alert after creating ticketing, the ticketing tool, you have to go on here. Most of the cases ransomware or malware category of the attacks, it will appear here. In the EDR tool, most of the cases, it will appear, okay, so malware category of the attacks. So we discussed about 14 to 15, rootkit, logic bomb, mimic edge. Okay, so 0-day, then adware, spyware, botnet. Okay, so virus, worm, Trojan, backdoor, ransomware, and so on. All those category of the attacks will appear as a high alerts or medium alerts or low alerts. Even every alert has, along with the triaging of the incident, nothing but who is going to impact within the organization level. So that victim IP as well as username, computer name, her host name, her server name, even additional information we can see. Anybody can tell what is the additional information we can see? Along with user details, computer details, asset details, we can see additional details also for EDR related alerts. Anyone? Did you get my question or not? I'm repeating. For EDR alerts, along with all the indicator of compromise information, indicator of attack information, like who is going to impact within the organization level, those details, and who is going to attacker is trying to do attack, that attack related details, along with all those details, we can gather some more information. What are those information?
File information.
Perfect. Yeah,
File.
file information, file name, file size, file category, okay, file type. Because malware category of the attacks always there with files. That may be .dll file, .txt file, .doc, .jpeg, .rar, .7zip, and so on. Because malware category of the files will come most of the cases through files only, 98% of the cases. Along with IOC or IOA or indicator of compromise or indicator of attacker, asset profiling, user profiling. We have to gather the even file name, file size, file category, file hash value, and also file type. The file information also we have to gather. Even once we are clicking on wherever the user is downloaded, where the file is stored, that file path also we can see, whether it is there in the C folder or D folder or E folder, what is the file name, entire information we can see. Okay. That is even one more thing information we can see. Anybody can explain? In the EDR tool wise, one more information we can see. Anyone?
So question, please.
So if any alert are received along with triaging, IOC, IOA, asset profiling, user profiling, file name, file size, file category, file hash value, file path, we can see one more attacker related details. What is that attacker related details we can see? If I will say that one in the, another hint, I will give framework otherwise. Framework we can see. Framework we can see. I'm giving hint also. For every attack, we can see framework also from attacker point of view. Nowadays, each and every tool they are integrating to one of the framework. What is that framework
MITRE
name?
framework.
Perfect. MITRE framework or MITRE framework. For every alert, we can see what type of tactic attacker is used. Whether it is data exfiltration technique or recognition technique, or maybe okay, privilege escalation or lateral movement or collection or discovery. Okay, so many 14 tactics we have. So we can see the given tactic, technique, and also what is the preventive mechanism also. Theoretical and practical you can compare now. MITRE framework, it can provide the tactics, techniques, and procedures, and preventive mechanism or solution also. So nowadays, MITRE framework, they are integrating with EDR tool and SIM tools also. Once any alert is received, we can see what type of tactic attacker is used, what type of technique attacker is used, even what is the preventive mechanism and solution also EDR tool will give. Only cracking the interior is a little bit complicated, that's all. Okay, so I can show that one also. You can go to Threat Analysis Center. If are going to, I think, integrations, not integration. Yeah, I think somewhere investigations. No. Yeah, here even they are one is they are integrated to MITRE framework. I will show that one as well. Even they are integrating with couple of websites for malware investigation purpose. What are the different types of open source tools we can see or we can use?
Virus
For
total.
in virustotal.com, any other?
Mm,
Only virustotal.com?
NS lookup, sir.
NS lookup, any other? MX tool, IP wide, IP based database, you can see here. They integrate with all the tools. Even EDR tool, they are integrating with virustotal.com. Are able to see? Virustotal.com are able to see here now? Are you able to see virustotal.com or not here website name?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yeah,
Yes.
the MD5. In the similar way, virustotal.com SHA-256. In the similar way, virustotal.com IP address part. Okay, whenever attacker is trying to do any phishing email, that file has contains malware. That IP address of the attacker we have to take and we have to check. That means nowadays EDR tool has already integration is there with virustotal.com. Now there is no need to go to the virustotal.com or public website and we have to upload our hash values, our IP addresses, or malware attachment related files. Already they integrated. So Sophos EDR tool, even it will go and it will check with virustotal.com by default. There is no need to go now separately. Example, virustotal.com. So wrong here, spelling is wrong. T is missing. Yeah. So as I said, at the time of malware investigation or maybe ransomware investigation, if any file contains malware, alert is received. I told you can choose the file or choose the hash value and come back to virustotal.com and upload the file and verify the file name. Nothing but file has contained malware or not. After that, take the hash value and go and block the hash value in the EDR tool. That's what I told you, right? There is no need to come to now public website and we have to upload the file here. Now already Sophos EDR tool is integrated with virustotal.com. Even whenever any malware file is entering into the organization of our internal employee, or drive by download option, or maybe through pen drives, or maybe through phishing email attachment, it can validate in the virustotal.com also, because integration is already there. Now there is no need to come here and we no need to upload and checking the reputation. Okay, tool itself, it is giving the verdict as well. Verdict as well. Okay, that's why they integrated with couple of things. So example, virustotal.com, and also they integrated with the security trials for verifying the IP address, whether it's malicious IP or legitimate IP. They integrate SANS. SANS is one of the organization, similar to like OS top 10. Okay, so we can verify the IP address there also. Tor IP. If anybody is trying to do IP spoofing category of the attacks, so that IP spoofing also it can validate. So spoofed IP address or not. So these are all the different types of integrations they have done, even domains also. Who's the domain or domain validation? Okay, so that is one thing. There is, as I said, there is no, if you are using EDR tool, there is no need to come to manual verification of if any file contains the malware reputation or not. No need to come here and no need to upload here file, because these are public websites. If in case you are uploading any file here, it will go and it will sit in the virus.com public website. If that public website, what file we are uploading, if any sensitive data is there, so whoever is managing virus.com related website, they can see our data. It's one of the interior question. Why you are uploading the files in the public websites like hybridanalysis.com and virustotal.com? What the answer you will give? We are not uploading any files in the virustotal.com or hybridanalysis.com. Already, whatever EDR tool we are using, it has integration part is there already with virustotal.com and hybridanalysis.com. Okay, so that is the answer you have to give. That we can discuss later at the time of investigations. So now coming back. So in such a way, you have to study and you have to understand each and every in-depth analysis. If you are studying and understanding one tool, that is more than sufficient. There is no need to learn 100 tools, whatever available in the market. Each and every tab you should understand what the importance of the tab. Only console will be different, that's all. I will show you even Sentinel one also, or Carbon block, maybe after completing all these tools. Okay, so threat graph, not threat graphs. 1 second. Yeah, here you can see attack. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, ATT at the and CK. What do you mean by this one?
Adversary tactics, techniques, knowledge.
Yeah, knowledge base. So that means live discovery. You can see here. What is the tab I clicked on? Live discover. Even threat intelligence feeds whatever attacker is trying to do lively. Okay, so examples, Ukraine and Russia war is going on, for suppose. whatever malicious malware files are coming, malicious hash values are coming, malicious URLs are coming, and so on. It is already integrated with MITRE attack framework. Whenever any live related or same day related unknown attacks are coming, already MITRE framework or MITRE framework is integrated. And now any alert is received in the dashboard of the respective alert notification, it can provide the whether that particular IP is a malicious one or not, and also it can provide what type of tactic attacker is used, what is technique attacker is used, and what is the preventive mechanism also it can be provided. So that's why they are integrating nowadays, as I said. Okay, so MITRE framework also, where we have seen Live Discover, yeah. So they integrate with MITRE framework. Okay, so this is nothing but integration of MITRE tactics and techniques and procedures for each and every attack. Whenever any alert is received, in the alerts tab, we can see even what type of tactic and technique and procedure attacker is used, along with indicator of compromise information, indicator of attack information, file related details. Preventive mechanism meaning here, even solution also tool we will give. Our duty is just validating and verifying whether it is correct or not. That's why we are required. Why human beings are required? So whether it is correct whatever tool is giving or not, that's why we are required. Okay, so that is about overall dashboard. It will provide device and user summary. Devices meaning here, wherever we deployed Sophos, EDR, sensor or agent. So these are all completely total number of alerts. In the dashboard we can see. Second one is most recent alerts. So recently what type of alerts? Maybe within 5 minutes of the time, one of the ransomware attack has come. We can see here, most recent alert. Okay, always our duty and roles and responsibilities in the EDR tool, always we have to keep this queue is empty. Alerts queue is empty. If alerts queue means total how many incidents are there, queue. Okay, if total number of alerts is showing as a 0, that means we don't have any work. Aramse we can sit and we can chat with other employees. So that is called alerts. So example here, 10 alerts are there, 10 alerts are completed. So that means your job is completed for that particular day. If any alert will come, some other employee will pick, or maybe, so you have to pick yourself. Always our main goal and objective for any firewall vacancy related to support role, any EDR related support role, any proxy related support role, any IDS IPS related support role, or SIM tool related SOC alerts related support role. Always we have to make sure that our instance or alerts tab is empty. Your instance or an alert tabs or queue is empty. That is nothing but you don't have any related job. I mean, there is no need any work. There is no need to do any work. Sorry, there is no need to do any work. Okay. So
Sir,
in the yes,
sir, sorry to disturb you. In live discover tab, we can saw some numbers in brackets, sir. Can you
yeah, I
please
will
explain?
explain that one later. First, we are in dashboard tab only. It's
Okay,
not
sir.
completed yet. It's not completed yet.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So these are all about alerts tab. Next one, devices and user summary tab. In the devices and user summary tab, wherever our EDR agents we deployed, all those devices, for example, we deploy EDR agent for 100 computers, 120 servers, total 120 machines we can see here, along with that computer name also, or system name also, either bar chart, most of the case bar chart we can see. Devices meaning here, wherever we are install our EDR agent, and also all those devices related information we can see. Example, in this scenario, as I said, 100 endpoints and 20 servers. Altogether, how many? 120. All those 120 devices along with users related data also we can see here. How many laptops we have, how many MacBooks we have, how many workstations we have, how many desktops we have. So that is about devices and user summary. Web control. So as I said at the time of policy creation, So we have different types of policy creations we have to do. One is threat management or threat prevention. Second one is app control. Third one is web control. Fourth one is DLP. Fifth one is update management. Sixth one is file integrity monitoring and unlock. So these are the couple of policies we have to configure in the EDR tool. Web control meaning here, whenever user is trying to access any malicious website and trying to download drive-by downloads. One of the user is going to youtube.com and is trying to download one of the movie, example Avatar 2. In that scenario, Avatar 2 has any malicious malware, okay, file is there or malware software is there. In that scenario, web control, once the user is trying to access www.youtube.com/avatar.2 or avatar 2, it will block that website automatically. Why? Because that website or that file has a malicious content. Web control. Example I have shown yesterday also, iCar. What is iCar, guys? What is iCar? Interview question, what is iCar?
European group for exit.
European Union institution for the virus related, okay, testing. Okay. So here, not this one. So EACR. Okay, European Institute for Computer Antivirus Research Team. Okay, they will develop the couple of malware related files or virus related files. Interview question, this one also. What is iCar? Where you can test your virus files, whether your antivirus agent is working or not. Example, in your personal laptop or in your personal mobile, whether your tool or maybe your laptop or maybe your mobile is working fine or not. How can you test it? I'm asking you, maybe your mobile or maybe your laptop, whether it is working fine and it is detecting malware or blocking the malwares. How can you test it? How can you test it? If you want to download wantedly any malware file, if it is blocking our device, mobile or maybe laptop, nothing but virus tool is working fine. In case your laptop or maybe mobile is bypassing that particular malware files, that is nothing but your antivirus tool is not working in your mobile or laptop. That is called testing. We are testing now antivirus testing. Okay. So example. So here, if my laptop wants to test whether it is working or not, so I will go and I will click. Let's go and see. It's okay. I'm taking risk now. For explaining you, I'm taking risk now. You can see here, secure.icar.org, icar.com. So test is failed. If it is downloaded that file, that means my antivirus is not working. So whether file is downloaded, whether any file is downloaded in my laptop.
No, sir.
Yeah. So that means, yeah, in my firewall level, these are all files. In my firewall level or in EDR tool, this website is blocked automatically. That is the policy they created. That is called web control now. So EDR tool has a capacity of identifying the malware related website and blocking of those websites as well. This is the perfect example. Now I can say that my laptop, my company has a capacity of even blocking of the antivirus related websites or even downloading of drive-by downloads related antivirus files. Okay, so that is nothing but web control. So if any user is trying to download, in case in my organization, if we are using Sophos EDR tool, now I tried already to download this one. Now automatically one of the alert will come here now. One of the alert will come here as well as even one of the message will come here as well. So and so user RK is trying to download icar.related malware file. That alert will be appear here as well as here also. Now whether it's a false positive or a true positive. Is it false positive or true positive?
True positive.
True positive. Why it is a true positive? Whether it is
Actually, you are
downloaded
not-
and installed in my organization. So example, that means you did not understand the concept. Example, this one I downloaded. Whether it is downloading and installing in my malware file in my laptop. Whether it
No.
downloaded the file.
No.
Action will be blocked. Action is blocked means false positive or true positive.
False positive.
Yes, it's a false positive now. These logs only will integrate it to SIM tool now. These logs only we will integrate it to SIM tool now. In SIM tool, the alert is nothing but false positive. In EDR tool also false positive. RK user is trying to download ICAR related malware file. Already EDR tool is blocked automatically based on the signature based detection mechanism, or based on the behavioral pattern, or based on the heuristic approach, or based on the hash value method. Okay,
Sir,
EDR
if it
tool.
is- Sir, if we downloaded, it is true positive only, no, sir.
If it is downloaded and also it is showing as allow and also impacted, yes, it is a true positive. That's correct. That's why
Thank you.
whenever any alert will come, first thing is action you have to see. That's what I told you. What is the EDR tool action? Okay, it is showing yes. In this scenario, EDR tool action will show either allow or block or quarantine or maybe clean. There are 4 different types of actions EDR tool will do. Did we discuss or not in theoretical class? What the actions of EDR tool or status of the EDR tool? One is block, quarantine, third one is clean, and fourth one is allow. Okay. In this scenario, perfect example is already in my organization. For suppose if you are in Sophos EDR tool, or it is blocking automatically, that alert is coming here as well as here also. Now, whoever is working in my organization, EDR, L1, L2, and L3 team, they will go and they will analyze. Okay, what RK has done, which file he's downloaded, what is the action of the EDR tool. Then finally they will conclude whether it is false positive and true positive. That's it. Okay, so that is about web control. So CSPM, shortcut of Cloud Security Posture Management. Cloud Security Posture Management. C, Cloud Security, CS, P means posture, M means management. Cloud Security Posture Management, CSPM tool. Only for CSPM tool also we have a lot of vacancies are there. It's a separate tool basically. Even Sophos EDR tool, it is supporting for CSPM as well. If you want to monitor any cloud related instance like Amazon Web Services, Azure, or Google Cloud Platform, or maybe Alibaba, or maybe any other, so it can monitor that one. All this separate, basically the separate tool itself. So that's what I said before going to tool itself. You can see cloud optics. Cloud optics is a part of this one. Okay. So it is a centralized tool. That's why we are able to see here also. Global security news. So nowadays, in couple of weekly wise, I'm uploading the threat intelligence news. I'm uploading threat intelligence news, right? What's going on all over the worldwide. So global security news meaning here, Sophos R&D team, they will go and they will verify what are the different types of attacks are there in the news. They will upload here security news. 20 years ago, they uploaded. In the similar, so many are there. All these are global security related news. So where they integrated? Where they integrated? Regular, I'm telling in the class also. Which website you have to follow? Which website you have to follow? What is website name, guys, here?
Naked Security.
Yeah, Naked Security. In the very first class I have shown, right? Naked Security is one of the famous website. Regularly we have to follow to identify what's going on. Yeah, here. This is also one of the famous website. This is from Sophos only. Are you able to correlate?
Yeah.
Okay. So that is about overall dashboard. So next tab is alerts tab. I actually within 2 classes I thought to complete it will take maybe 3 or 4 classes. That's okay, fine. You should understand. That's what my aim. So alerts tab. So we can see what are the different tabs alerts are receiving, and also how many high, how many medium, and how many low. And here what is the alert name, description, and so on. Here down it will show alert name, whether the virus, worm, Trojan, ransomware, and so on. What the action? This is what I'm saying. Action. What is EDR action? Block, quarantine, or allow or clean. Okay, go back. So now in the alerts tab, what all the information we can see. This is the way how you have to go and you have to make a notes. These notes only you have to go for the interview and you have to explain everything. Whatever I'm discussing, most of the cases implementation level and also support level. If you are learning in this way, 1000% you will select for any of the interview, guys. You have to play, practice, practice. Okay. So alerts is high, medium, low, and even it will provide the recent alerts information along with action of the EDR tool. So what are the different types of actions we can see? Actions. One is high, sorry, block.
Block, clean.
Yeah, allow, clean, quarantine. So this is applicable to even firewall also. In the firewall, we can say reset. Firewall, we can say dropped or deny or block. Those things we can see in the firewall level. So that is the alerts tab. Okay, next one is threat analysis center. Threat analysis center, what are investigation you are doing, recent investigation, that priority of the incident or P1, P2, P3, P4. Which one is critical, guys? P1 or P4?
P1.
Out of, yeah, P1 is a critical incident. That's right. Status of the incident, whether it is a closed or not, assigned to whom. So who your team is there, L1, L2, L3, and their name, created by age. What is the age? Anyone? What is the age meaning here?
How much time
Age.
it took?
Yeah, SLA time. How much time it has taken? Window. Age is also called a window. How much time it has taken to complete the incident investigation or analysis? Detection. So what type of detection? Virus or worm and so on. When it is last modified, last detection and so on. Recent and most recent threats. Okay, discovery queries and recent scheduled queries. So all these are, you no need to do anything. Okay, so these are all by default templates. Once you are deploying this tool, automatically it will come here. You no need to configure anything. Okay. So that is our dashboard tab under the threat analysis center. Second tab is threat graphs. So threat graphs, it can be represented once again status of the respective incident. So when the incident is created, what is the priority of the incident and all the name, who has done the investigation, what is username, who is going to impact. Here name is nothing but who has done the investigation. User is nothing but who is going to impact, IOC. Who device means asset profiling. What is the device name, whether laptop or MacBook or workstation and so on. Device type. So whether it is Windows or Unix or Red Hat Linux or Ubuntu or Docker or container and so on. Okay, these are threat graphs information. Okay. Next one is live discover. Live discover meaning here we have to integrate with the multiple all over threat intelligences. Threat intelligence. So Sophos EDR is integrating with these are the different type of threat intelligence. One is MITRE framework. Second one is anomalies, recent queries, all queries. All queries, how many total overall? They have 420 queries. 420 ways the signature based detection mechanism will work, machine learning mechanism will work, okay, behavioral pattern will work, and also hash value method will work. And finally, alert will be generated. These are live discovery. Even unknown attacks also it can be identified. Okay. So these are all the different queries in depth they are using for integration. And as I said, so example, you can go and you can see app armor profile. It is one of the Linux based, okay, one of the protection mode. In case Linux is not able to detect and block that particular query as a signature, automatically alert has generated. When they integrate this signature, November 18th, one pack. Okay, regularly these queries also will increase. Okay, so based on this one also you can see. So from where they are taking. So this cloud, this Windows symbol, this Linux symbol. Okay, Linux symbol is this one, Windows symbol is this one, cloud symbol is this one. So this is about live discover. So as I said, all queries combined together of everything is 420. Individually at mid-tree attack is 25. Cloud optics, cloud related instances. If you are installing any EDR agent, it can identify those malware category of the scannings also in the cloud of Amazon or Azure or Google Cloud or Alibaba and so on. Compliances oriented, devices oriented. Okay, vulnerabilities also it can identify. Phishing email related orientations also in messaging quantity. All these are different type integrations we can do using Sophos EDR tool. In such a way, it can do the detection part. So why we have to do all this live discovery as well as all these queries for detecting the alert notification. So as I said, there are different ways it can identify our query. One is signature based, behavioral based, machine learning, artificial intelligence, threat hunting mechanism. I think threat hunting also will be there somewhere. Yeah, threat hunting capability. Even threat hunting capability also R&D team of Sophos EDR team is doing. Okay, so live discover, all these are live related, nothing but what's going on all over the worldwide, how we can identify the attacks. Those attacks also it is giving the alert notification. So which technology it will use? Machine learning capability, threat hunting capability, queries capability, and also machine learning, artificial intelligence capability for unknown category as well as even known category also. Okay, that is live discovery. Detections. Once those discovery is identified, automatically alert will be generated here. Okay, what the risk of the severity or incident? What the count? How many times that particular incident is received? Category. What is the category of the malware? Whether it is a virus or worm or Trojan. When that particular incident is seen last time, what the military attack tactic and technique and procedure is used, and what the device is going to impact, and what integration rule. Integration rule meaning here we have a couple of integration rules, which type of rule it is hitting and it is coming, and investigation. So here also we will not do anything. Threat analysis center is just okay. What is the by default Sophos EDR is integrated and it is supporting. We will not touch this tab also. Just for understanding backend concept how Sophos EDR is developed and also detection how it is working. So that's what I'm explaining now. But in practically day-to-day operations, you will not touch all these. Your main tab is dashboard tab, alerts tab, devices tab, dashboard, alerts, and devices tab only. So this is backend process or mechanism how the alerts are detected and prevented, and also it is generating. So that is the mechanism we are discussing. Detection methods, you can go and you can see theoretical part. Okay. Investigations. So once that investigation is completed, here we no need to come to anything. Automatically, this one will be filled. Okay, wherever alert you are working on. Integrations. Okay, integration meaning here. So if you want to identify example, these are all the different types of integration it is supporting. One is Microsoft, one is API based Office 365. Example, in our organization level, if any malware files are coming through email attachments, automatically this API method has to forward all those files to Sophos EDR. That is meant by this one. I'm repeating once again. In case any phishing email is coming via malware attachment, if you are integrating that one, automatically those malware files can be come to Sophos EDR tool and it will give the alert notification. Okay, you can see my domains and IPs. You can integrate domains also. Malicious you are identified a couple of malicious domains. You can add all those malicious domains. Okay. Then whenever the range of the IPs are coming, then automatically it will integrate, it will identify the alert notification. Next one is preferences. So preferences, as I said, this is already integrated with a couple of tools. There is no need to go and verify the manually virustotal.com, who's the domain. Okay. Next one is hybridanalysis.com, MX tool, IP wide, and so on. Okay, if you want, yes, we can add any other data type also. Example, IP address, display name is mxtool.com, description, www.mxtool.com. So for malicious validation, IPS validation, URL link. Test URL. So if query is wrong, so maybe you can take it from here. Space, everything we have to remove. Still it is getting some error. In that scenario, what I have to do now? Anyone? I want to add MX tool, Cisco Talos, IBM Expose threat intelligence, and so on to check even IP address, malicious IPs information also. So in this scenario, now this is not accepting, test URL also not working out. I don't know how to create, what to do, what I have to do in this scenario. Anyone? Anyone?
Contact with Sophos support team.
Perfect. Yes. Contact with the Sophos support team. Contact with Sophos support team. I tried from my side. Still, I'm getting the error. We are paying already 2,000 or 3,000 or 5,000 money to them as a warranty. So I'm getting errors. Just I have to raise a support case with the vendor now. Then they will come all and they will help us. Okay. This is the scenario, one of the scenario. Okay. This is what you have to add. How to add any customized. This is called customized. Now I am doing by default. So these only 5 or 6 only it is support. 10 it is supporting total enrichment. Total enrichment is supporting only 10. But I want to add any additional attachment. I have to keep it here. So next one is scheduled queries. So scheduled queries meaning here, if you want to update the antivirus signatures and so on, we have to give the scheduled query frequency. When you want to update the antivirus signatures, date and time you have to provide. Email notification. So if you want to receive the any email notification, okay. So our investigation creation, then you have to specify the email. So example, so I want to receive to this person. So save, already it is there. This person will receive now. Never don't send notification means it will not send any notification. Whenever any user is trying to download any malicious malware files as a drive-by download or phishing email, clicking on the phishing email malware attachments, or maybe copying through pen drives or external devices, or even attacker is sending some of the malware files to the end user. If you want to receive the alert notification, we have to come here and we have to configure, already configured. So this person will receive now notifications. because he's an admin guy. Whoever admin people are there, those people will receive. Okay. So this is the way how we are receiving the email notification. That's what I said. Now, how the alerts will be generated, guys? What are the two different types of mechanisms where we can see the alert notifications? Alert notifications we can see in the two ways. What are the two ways?
In the alert tab in the email.
Yes, perfect answer. One is the alerts tab or dashboard. Second one is email notification. That's correct. These are the two scenarios we will receive the alert notification related to different types of attacks. One is a dashboard or alerts tab. This tab is over now. So one is the alerts tab or dashboard tab. Second one is email notification, part of threat analysis center. This is common for every tool. It's common for every tool. Okay, logs and reports. So logs and reports, as I said, there are two different types of logs, maybe 5 different types of logs. One is audit related logs. Audit meaning here, anyone? Audit. Example, you can say events or audit logs. What do you mean audit logs here? Anyone? What is audit related logs, guys?
Updates regarding
Verify
audit.
what are the actions happened in previous.
Could you please repeat? Sorry.
Verify what are the actions happened in previous.
I need example, one of the example. In this scenario, can you give
So
example?
if
In this
suppose
scenario.
you click on first dashboard, next alert tab, next threat analysis center. So we can see that in the audit logs, what are the tabs you clicked on, what are the actions
Yes.
you happened.
Here,
Is it you edit
whatever
or
he is
you-
doing, whatever he's clicking on, yes. Whatever user is doing, whatever I am doing, everything is appearing here. Authentication and clicking on the MDR tool, investigations and so on. So this is called audit. Okay. This is related to audit logs. See, right now, whatever I am doing, first I created users and groups. I created authentication mechanism. Then I clicked on the MDR. Then I clicked on investigation. So backend, these logs will be generated. These logs only we have to integrate which tool? These logs we have to integrate which tool?
SIM tool.
SIM tool.
Yes, that's correct. We have to integrate it to SIM tool. Events. What are events are generating? All those events will appear here. Example, any user is clicking on malware attachments. Any user is clicking on phishing email attachment. What the action? What abnormal events related to malware and so on? All those events will appear here. Runtime detection. Example, one of the user is clicked on the malware attachment file and also is trying to install that file. Runtime detection. Application control. Example, I went and I have shown icar.org. That is application control related events, malware related events, policy violation, all those different types of logs, it will appear a part of events. So these are the two different types of events and audit logs we have to integrate it to SIM tool. Not only that one, down also we have couple of other logs. Part of general settings. I will go and I will show in general settings also. So these are the two different types of logs we have to integrate. Okay, what are the Sophos EDR logs we have to integrate? What are the two different types of logs? What are all the logs we have to integrate it to Sophos EDR tool? One is events. Under event, so many categories. The second one, audit. Under event, we can see, so these many classifications now. What are the classifications under the events? One is runtime detection, malware detection, policy violations. These are all the different types. Okay. So that is about the logs and reports. Next one, people already we discussed. Who are all the access has the people? So that is the people related tab. Okay. So next one is devices tab. So devices tab, it can be provided as how many devices we install antivirus agent or EDR agent, all those it will appear here. Okay, so all the computers, second tab is servers, unmanaged devices. That means here that antivirus agent is installed but is showing as unmanaged. Okay, so computers, servers, unmanaged devices, laptop, MacBook, workstation, desktop related devices will come here. Windows and Linux servers, other servers will appear here. And in case you are not creating any group, that managed devices will come as unmanaged or maybe unknown status. Those devices will come here. Okay, so these are the different types of devices. So here we can go. Yeah, as I said, whenever if you want to do investigation as L1 or L2 or L3, your main role is in 3 tabs. One is a dashboard tab, one is alerts tab, third tab is devices tab only. So alerts tab, we can go and we can see which system is malware category of the alert is received. And if you want to get the full-fledged details, then you have to come to devices tab, then you have to filter out that particular IP address. Okay, so example, maybe you can give all Windows computers. All the Windows related devices will appear. Okay. So if it is Linux, Mac related, Mac, all computer. If it is server related, we have to come back here. So server, Windows or Linux or Sophos are locked down. Okay, even health status also it is showing. Health status. What is the first role in EDR or endpoint security protection or endpoint security solution related vacancy? Checking the health checkup is very, very important. Is there any server is showing as bad status, or maybe when you say bad status, nothing but okay, that antivirus agent is unknown or inactive or sleeping. That is called health checkup report. Okay, now example, I'll filter out okay servers with bad status and export CSV. Then automatically whatever unknown related antivirus agent information is there, all those things that will appear in this Excel sheet. This is the first step you have to do. That is called health checkup. Health checkup related status. Okay. Computer also will be there. Computer also health checkup status. First role or first thing for any EDR L1 team or L2 team and the L3 team, what they will do? First, they have to come to devices tab on daily basis. They have to see, is there any computer or server health status is showing as a inactive or unknown or maybe sleeping. So just you can select this one and it will come automatically those. It will come as a red color symbol. IP address, OS and protection. Okay. So that is about, okay, so these are all the 5 tabs we discussed so far, 6 tabs. In the tomorrow class, we can discuss about global settings. This is one of the very, it will take so much time, this tab. Okay, these are all the admin configurations tab, this one. Global settings tab is admin configuration. Here only we can do SM tool integration. What are the SM tool integration methods we have?
syslog,
Syslog, collector agent, API token management. Did you remember API token management?
yes, sir.
Yes.
You can see API token management. So here we have to click on API token management, add token. Example, I want to integrate with IBM QRadar. IBM QRadar, save. Now it is generated token URL and also header and URL link. These 3 things now you have to take and you have to go to IBM QRadar tool now. Theoretical and practical you can compare now. That's why you should always map whatever theoretical we discussed with the practical sessions. It's not like a mug up of something or by hatting something. It will not work out. Okay. Yeah, these global settings we can discuss tomorrow. So global settings, everything is implementation only. So if it's a part of L1, L2, L3 part of EDR tool, Your main role is a dashboard tab, alerts tab, and also devices tab. That's all. Remaining everything is implementation. Okay. Any queries you have?
Sir,
Yeah.
Yes, please.
today I have a network issue from my end, so I could not get the class clarified. So can you upload the class a little bit fast?
Yeah,
so that I
after this
can-
one,
yeah.
yes. 8:30 to 9 o'clock on office meeting is there. By 9:30 I can upload.
Along with the practical session too, sir, please.
Yes, practical session also. Yes, I will do that. Yeah.
Sir, and one more request. Sir, yesterday you shown some screenshot about case investigation details. That I
Sorry,
can see
Mahesh.
that. Sir, yesterday you shown one of the screenshot about that incident investigation
Right.
details.
That I will upload. Yes, I will upload. Yeah.
Sir. Thank you.
Any other? Okay, guys, whoever is not registered, please go and register and play with this tool. Please, this is my request. Okay, so according to this tool only, you have to crack the interview. I can provide each and every investigation also theoretical way, but you have to practice also. So how long you are practicing, how much you are practicing, your confidence level increase day by day. Okay.
Question. Sir, without buying this, we can install in our personal laptop and we can see that what are the logs.
Yes, we can do that one also. We have to purchase home based. There are two different types of licensing we have. I can show you tomorrow that activity.
Yes, sir.
Any other? What Mahesh asked in the last question. So can we purchase one of the laptop related Sophos EDR licensing option? Can we install in our laptop and can we monitor or not? Yes, we can do that one also. So that we can, I will show you tomorrow how to download and where to download EDR agent or EDR sensor. Okay, guys, thank you so much and see you tomorrow. And tomorrow morning, I will take the class at 8 o'clock. Tomorrow morning, not evening, morning.
Wow, so may masawa.
Okay, guys, thank you so much and good night.
Good night, sir.
Good night.
Good night.